Hello, this is Brother Adams. I just wanted to show you some things when you come here and click on your week 13. You will see the assignments for the final, and you'll also see the ethnographic paper. Now, the final essay response papers, I think so far the students that have read that, submitted it, they're getting it. It is pretty clear with that, but I wanted to go into this ethnographic paper and make sure that you make sure that you have all the components in this. So click on set of extended instructions, and I want you to read through this. The best example or comparison I can give you is if you listen to any of Elder Bednar's talks in General Conference, he follows this where he reads the scriptures and he um, actually cuts out little quotes from other general authorities and prophets and apostles, cuts out scriptures, and he puts them all out, and he starts making how some of these different piles kind of fit in together in different themes. So that basically is what ethnography is in this example. And you'll notice in all his talks, he'll start out, here's the summary, the title, and then after he gets into it, he'll say, here's the first theme. And he's taken all these different sources and they've kind of fit into one theme. Then he goes into a second theme and he gets all these sources and they fit into that. The third theme, and then he fits into that, and then he brings it back to the overall title of his talk, and it kind of goes from there. So that's a good example. So far in your service learning, you've taken notes, you've done observations, interviews, and you're going to do, and you came up with a sub question during week 7 that you submitted, and you're going to answer that sub question and that overall research question. And this is what's called where you come in and discover these themes, and you start bracketing out your biases and perceptions and your past experiences and trying to interpret what you've seen and analyzing the data. The data is simply your interview notes and your observation notes and the reflections that you've had throughout the entire semester. So as you write this, you want to click on this format to get the template, and then you'll follow this and make sure that you have everything in place. So I'm going to give you an example of what that looks like. This is one submitted that did pretty well from another student semesters ago, where they brought in all of their findings and interviews and thoughts and themes and all into one title, which is Personal Life Effect on Classroom Behavior. So their student name, they have that following the template. Success, part of the template. This is one of those titles that you'll see in the template where she describes what it would take to, in her understanding and his understanding, the student's understanding of what the success would be. Now, as you come in, you'll see the case study following the template, the introduction of where they served, and then right there is their sub-question. Sub-question's important, which you came up in week 7, and then you can come into these themes. And then there's different students. Obviously, you'll have alias names for your students that you've observed or those that you volunteered in, participants that you served with, and come up with these themes. There's several different experiences or different times and different individuals and participants that this student brought in together, and it all kind of came up into this first theme. I would have hoped with this student that they would be able to come up with a theme that's more well thought out than just lower income household. Although that's a description of this particular student, it wasn't really bringing together multiple different findings into one theme. Divorce and single parenthood, that's another student. Again, bringing one student isn't necessarily a theme. You want to bring in several different experiences into one theme. And then she comes in the commentary and then the conclusion right there, and make sure you have a references page. So feel free to call me or email me with any questions. Thank you so much.